I want to take a brief moment to follow up on a comment I wrote on Sunday morning on a really important post by Zusha Golden. So shout out to Zusha. I know I said I was going to make this follow-up video on Sunday. I didn't get to it yet, unfortunately, but here we are, so let's do it. The post was about this idea that it's important for us to forgive people for our own sake more than for the sake of the person that we're forgiving. And this was followed up with the question, can you truly harbor no ill will? Because the idea of the benefit for us to forgive other people is that we relieve ourselves of the toxicity and the negativity that exists inside of us when we harbor ill will towards someone. And so the question is, can we really do that? Can we really get to a point where we forgive to the degree that we really literally remove all the ill will and negative disposition towards that person? I like to separate these two things because in short, the answer is yes. Is it worth forgiving someone? Absolutely. The question is there a better way? Rather than removing toxicity and negativity, change our relationship with reality, with our environment, and with the people around us so that the toxicity and negativity never finds its way into our lives. And this really is absolutely doable. Now, whether you want to call it God, Hashem, higher power, the universe, the bottom line is that if we believe that everything that happens to us, this doesn't include the decisions that we make, it's a separate category, but everything that happens to us is destined to happen to us, then all of a sudden there's literally no grounds for being angry at someone. If I know that what happens to me is my destiny and it was going to happen to me regardless of whether or not that person did something wrong, then we preemptively eliminate the vast majority of that toxicity and negativity because it never enters into our experience. I just don't become angry at that person. I just don't feel resentment. I don't feel ill will, and I don't have to forgive again and again and again. Instead of putting in effort to constantly fighting that fire, we're putting in the effort to make ourselves fireproof so that the fire never catches on and then we never have to put a fire out again. So is it truly worth forgiving other people just for our own sake? Absolutely. Is forgiving the best pathway to feeling no ill will? There's a better approach, which is putting our effort into changing the way we see things so that we don't need to forgive anymore. And then we change from being an uphill battle to a level playing field, or maybe even a downhill one. Incidentally, I actually have an online course coming up that literally addresses this directly in depth. The course is called Transform Your Perspective, Upgrade Your Life. It starts with 4 foundations. The second foundation is learn how you can and cannot use your mind to make the changes you want, and avoid frustration by putting effort into processes that will lead you forward. One of the more specific modules that follows the foundations, module 6, is called Eliminate Anger. A life free of toxicity and anger is within your reach. Yes, you can literally never feel anger or hatred again. Both parts of this course go very, very deep in detail into the actual process of how we can get to a place where we can actually never be angry or feel resentment or hatred ever again. If this sounds like something that interests you, feel free to check it out at RabbiGlick.com/upgrade. I wish every single one of you a rewarding and productive day.